日45分. About 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, I did a live stream and apparently my mic was off. So the whole thing I thought went really well, but nobody could hear me. So I'm doing it again. Probably nobody's watching this right now, but anyway, watch it later, please. The topic was tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are great for learning languages. After I came to Japan, and before I came to Japan, I started learning Japanese, and after I came to Japan, somebody taught me a few, and I found them really helpful. Tongue twisters, are developed for your own language. People who have trouble speaking some types of pronunciations or some types of words. But so that means that if you're learning a target language, it seems like common sense to go ahead and learn some tongue twisters in that language. It'll be very fruitful. It will help you a lot. So today's tongue twister is this one here, and nama mugi, nama gome, nama tamago. Now, the first character, nama, you can see is in each three words. So this is the Chinese character, and it means fresh, raw, uncooked. It also is used in words like life, lifestyle, alive, living, anything to do with not processed and not cooked and not dead. Okay. So anyway, the first one is nama mugi, and be careful when you say nama. Let's look at the Romaji. The English characters is Nama. Both A's should be pronounced ah. Don't say ah like apple. Don't say nama, which a lot of people would tend to do. Try to remember this is all the A's are always ah, always. Okay, so we got na ma, not nama, not nama, nama. Right. And next it's mugi. Mu is not ma, it's not muggy, it's mugi, mugi. And mugi is barley. So this means fresh barley or uncooked barley or raw barley or barley. And I think it might be hops, but I'm not sure because I don't know the difference between hops and barley in English anyway. So it's nama mugi is fresh uncooked hops. Okay. Next we got nama gome. Again, and we got nama is nama, gome is gome. Again, maybe some English speakers might want to say gummy, or something like that. But remember, it's goo is always o, so it's go, like go to school. And me, don't say me, don't say go me because that means garbage. That would be fresh garbage or burnable garbage. It's gome. Now that so nama means we got the same nama at the beginning of each word. It's nama, and you got nama mugi and next nama gome. But if that gome is by itself, it's kome, and it means rice. And when you say kome, it's uncooked, unprocessed rice in the bag. So if you got to go but to the store and buy some rice, you'll say, "Oh, mise nite kome o kao. Kome ga nai. We don't have any rice," which in Japan is a disaster. But when it's attached to another character, often it conjugates to a G sound, gu. So it's nama go me. Nama go me. All right, so those two together would be nama mugi. You can repeat after me. And nama gome. Okay? Nama mugi, nama gome. All right, so the last one is nama tamago. Again, ta is not tamago, it's ta, like tot, tom, ma, and go. Tamago. Tamago is egg. So this means raw egg. So we got nama tamago. Nama tamago. Right? So put it all together. We got nama mugi, nama gome, nama tamago. Nama mugi, nama gome, nama tamago. All right. So once more, I'll say it. You can repeat after me. Here we go. Nama mugi, nama gome, nama tamago, nama tamago. All right. So what this means is fresh barley, fresh rice, and fresh egg, or raw barley, raw rice, and raw egg. Okay, uncooked. By the way, if you go to a restaurant and you got beer uh, from the draft beer, they call it nama biru. And I don't know why it's from the keg or something. I don't think it's really different if it's from the bottle. We call it draft beer in the United States, but in Japan they call it nama biru. Okay, so now let's say this all together real slowly. Here we go. Nama mugi, nama gome, nama tamago. Now you try it. Great. Okay, so you're a pro. Well, now I want to go again and talk a little bit about tongue twisters. I learned a few in Japan, and I think I mentioned in the pronunciation lesson before, Japanese pronunciation is quite easy. Remember, first you have to remember how to pronounce the English letters, Roman letters correctly. There's never a change, but by habit, you'll often, I hear people pronouncing it the way they would when they're speaking an English word. And for example, this last one, tamago, which means egg, people often will say the A like apple, tamago, and probably people won't understand what you're trying to say. They might hear a different word. So you want to practice this slowly. And this actually is a really meaningless expression. Fresh barley, fresh rice, raw barley, raw rice, and raw egg. It has no meaning, no purpose, but it's an easy one to start with. And then some of the other tongue twisters are actually sentences with some grammar structure. You might have adjectives or adverbs in there. And if you master these, you don't even have to remember the meaning. Like there's one a couple I remembered. One was Bozu ga byobu ni jozu ni bozu ne o kaita. Now bozu is actually me. When somebody has no hair, they say bozu, but actually it's a monk, and monks are usually bald. And then it said bozu ga, the bozu, the monk, byobu ni, onto the screen, and jozu ni, well, and bozu ne o kaita, drew a picture. And I won't go through all the translations and the meaning, but the expression jozu ni means to do something well. And I memorized that, but I didn't know screen byobu. I didn't really know what that meant, but I just memorized it anyway. And later I saw that tongue twister with a picture, and I realized what it actually meant later, and that's fine. But what really helped me was this jozu ni and then do something well, because English and Japanese grammar are actually often opposite. And later, naturally in express, and I would say, oh, you dance well, or you speak well, or you did it well, and without really thinking about it, because I had memorized this tongue twister. So now, how do you master these? Well, first of all, you say it slowly and correctly, just like anything. When a long time ago, I was playing the piano, and a piano teacher was watching me. She wasn't my teacher, but she was watching, and I kept making mistakes, and she said, play slower. So I played slower, and I still made mistakes. And she said, play even slower. And finally, I could play through it without any mistakes. And she said, okay, do that 5 times. And if you can do it 5 times without a mistake, then do it faster. So that's what I suggest. So you would start real slow, so you could say it without stopping, without stuttering, to the end perfectly, as slow as you need to. And you time yourself. Now, it might take 10 seconds. It might take 30 seconds. You might be like this, Namamugi, which is fine. That's great. And then, go through the whole thing. Namamugi, Namagome, Namatamago. And if you find yourself going, Namamugi, Namagome, then it's too fast for you.
こんにちは、お絵かき VTuber はるけんです。今回は呪術廻戦0のイラストを描いた時のメイン。
Or why it is. Okay, so to reiterate, you say it slowly, then time yourself, and let's say it takes 20 seconds. Then see if you can say it in 15, and then 10, and then 5. Right? So once more, I'm going to say it at medium speed, and then you try after me and see if you can do it. Ready? Here we go. Nama Mugi, Nama Gome, Nama Tamago. Go. How did you do? Was it hard? Okay. Now I'm going to say it at a pretty fast speed, and then you can time that and try and challenge that and beat me. And if you want, send a video or leave a comment, and I'll saying you beat my speed, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. Ready? Namamugi, namagome, namatamago. How's that? So why don't you make that your bar? That's what you're going to try and go for. And if you can say it faster than me, great. Actually, I think I can say it even faster, but it might get a little weird. So I want to thank you again. Sorry about the last live stream. I forgot to turn on the mic. I'll be erasing that. People who aren't watching now can watch later. And please leave a comment here. I will put in the chat all our links that I hope are there. There they go. Boom. Okay. We live stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and actually a few more, I think, Twitch and something like that. And I'll try to be doing these daily. I would love people to leave a comment and ask questions about Japanese or Japanese culture or Japanese people. I want to learn this. How do you say that? What's this like? Anything. And I'll do a video on that because I'm looking for content. I can think of lots of things to talk about, but you might not want to hear it. So go ahead and let me know what you want to hear. We'll talk about that. I'm also inviting anybody that wants to be a guest, talk about their Japanese language learning or their Japanese language, their Japanese experience living in Japan or with Japanese, and ask questions live together. I can send you a link to the live stream, and you can be my guest on this show, and Ryu Sensei no 10 分の日本語. And please go ahead and contact us, leave a comment. Please register with YouTube, subscribe, and ring the bell, because every time I schedule one of these, you'll get a message saying, okay, we got a live coming on today or tomorrow at whatever time. And if you can, I'd like you to come on live. And during the live stream also, I would love questions and comments and something to talk about during the live stream. So again, everybody, thank you. Everybody in America, arigatou gozaimasu. Everybody in Japan, thank you very much. Everybody in China and Taiwan, sheshe. In Korea, annyeonghaseyo. That's not right. Gracias. Dunkenshine. Oh, I don't know what else. Hi. So again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.